so out of breath and so tired that your mouth is bone dry and you feel like you can't move any longer. But then you see that huge banner and you see the huge crowd of cheering people and you find the final strength to push on and finish the race. This was Andy when he first began his journey to become healthy. He was 330 pounds and he noticed that he could not keep up with his wife and 6-month-old daughter anymore, so he began to get healthy. He changed his diets from Big Macs and chicken nuggets to grilled chicken and salads. He also began to run and eventually ran a half marathon with ease, which was a lot of progress for him since he first started at his first 5K and almost gave up. So many people in America are seeing themselves in the same situation today, and they don't even know how they got to the point where they can't keep up anymore. According to the CDC, 78.6 million American adults and 12.7 million American children are obese and need help getting back to a healthy state. This is a shocking number of people, especially children, that are obese, and it is largely due to the poor American diet. Last semester, I took a nutrition and lifetime wellness class, and these classes taught me how to improve my nutrition and become an overall healthier person. I applied the things I learned, and I've lost 20 pounds to get to a healthy state. My best friend Megan also took these classes. She said that learning how to change her diet and implementing the strategies that we learned was the best thing that could have happened to her freshman year of college, so I want to share them with you too. Today I'm going to give you 2 methods that I learned to get healthy, so that you can apply them to your lives too. The first is to cut back on salt, and the second is to cut back on fat. If you apply these changes to your diet, you can watch the changes not only on the scale, but also in your overall attitude and energy. But let's first take a look at how your diet is harmful. In the American diet, the combination of salt and fat is everywhere because it is a combination of flavors that we are born to like, but it can be detrimental to your health. As we saw before, obesity is a growing problem in America and is rapidly increasing. A study was done that concluded that 1 in 5 American deaths is associated to obesity, according to Jenny Laidman from Medscape.com. That is 1 in 5 people that could have possibly lived longer had they not been so overweight. According to NBC News, people who are overweight or obese are more likely than thinner people to have heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and to have strokes or heart attacks. This is highly due to our diets because we eat way too much salt and fat and not enough fruits and vegetables. To avoid these illnesses, we need to change our diets because too much salt causes heart disease and too much fat causes heart attacks and strokes. There are many other illnesses that both of these contribute to, but these are the main issues that many people in America face every day. If we could collectively cut back on eating these foods, the illness and death rate in America would be significantly reduced. To start cutting back on salt and fat, we need to look at how first. Changing your diet is not an easy thing to do, but in order to be healthy, we must reduce the amount of fat and salt that we take in. Salt is the first thing that everyone needs to reduce in their diets. Too much salt leads to high blood pressure and fluid retention, which adds more weight and stress on your joints. As a result of high blood pressure, you can develop heart disease and even a stroke. And the fluid retention can cause dangerous inflammation of the extremities and internal organs. So in order to avoid all of the bad things that come along with salt, we need to learn how to eat it. The recommended amount of sodium that we should eat per day is 2,300 milligrams. But according to Piedmont.org, the average American consumes 3,436 milligrams of salt per day. This is way over the recommended value, and most dietitians say that we should eat even less than 2,300 milligrams of salt per day. The first thing to do is to stop eating canned and processed foods. These foods have so much salt in them to keep them fresh and that we do not even realize how much salt that we're eating. And most people also add salt to canned foods, which increases this value even more. Eating fresh fruits and vegetables is necessary to become healthy. Fresh fruits and vegetables are naturally low in salt content, so they are the obvious better choice. We need to stop by the local farmers market and go to the fresh produce section at Walmart as often as we can to get fresh rather than processed. While reducing salt alone will help tremendously, lowering your fat content will put you well on your way to becoming healthier. Almost everyone needs to reduce fat in their diets. Too much fat in your diet increases not only your weight, but also your cholesterol. And when your cholesterol increases, it starts blocking your arteries in your heart, which leads to heart attacks and strokes. I know that no one wants either of these to happen to them, so we need to change our diets now. One way we can eliminate some fat is to cook at home. Cooking at home usually has lower fat content because we use less of ingredients such as butter and leaner meats. And most restaurants are trying to make a lasting impression on you and make you want to come back, so they have double the amount of salt and fat content than cooking at home. According to WebMD, restaurant meals on average have 89% of your daily fat value in one meal. This value is huge because then most people still eat 2 other meals that day with only 11% fat left to consume. According to CBN News, the average American gets a meal or a snack from a restaurant 5.8 times a week. So most days of the week, we are consuming more than our allowed fat content. We need to be aware of this and try to cook with fresh vegetables and lean meats at home to eliminate some of the fat in our diets. Another way that we can remove some fat from our diets is to get products that we already buy, but in a lower fat content. One thing that most everyone buys is milk, and there are many options to lower the fat content. You could start by going down 1% fat content from what you already buy, or you could go to skim or almond milk to make it healthier. You can also get other things in reduced fat, but be careful to look at these before you buy them to make sure that they don't have extra salt or sugar added to compensate for the fat loss. No matter how unhealthy you are, you can start with your diet because anyone can reduce some salt or fat content with a little willpower. If everyone tries just a little bit, we can dramatically reduce the illnesses associated with obesity and become a healthier nation. That is why I've told you how to change your diet to lower your salt and fat content to become a healthier you. Many dietitians and personal trainers agree that becoming healthy is 30% exercise and 70% your diet. So incorporating these tips will help and make a big difference. I want all of you to implement these strategies into your daily lives, and hopefully you can be well on your way to becoming healthy. I challenge all of you to take this advice and even add in some exercise to get to your healthy weight for your body to become a healthier and happier